Let's open a time capsule from March 1994. Hi, I'm Nick, and this is required reading on Retro Games with Nick. This is the first episode in the series, as many first at this time. And the goal of the series, I think, is pretty self-explanatory. We just want to run through some video game magazines from the past, more or less following our 5-year time skip rule. So currently we're just looking at um, timelines that are between 20 and 40 years before us. So 2004 to 1984 in jumps of 5 years. So I picked March 1994, the March 1994 issue of Computer Gaming World. We will try to stick to a couple of set magazines whenever possible, but the archiving of these is actually very spotty, generally speaking. One of the reasons why I picked Computer Gaming World is not because I read it before. I had not read any English computer magazine until probably the mid 2000s anyway. It's really just because there's a lot of back issues available for this one, so we're able to sort of look at things in perspective. Another one that we might go back and forth a lot with is Edge UK, because again, I found a way to get a lot of back issues for that. So, March 1994. There's a report from CES. Doom. In very weird letters, which I assume means the game and not just a general sense of doom and gloom. A game called Kingmaker, The Making of a Monarch, Star Trek Judgment Rights, Gabriel Knight, Race, and more. Price of $4 at a time, 5 Canadian. Alright. Here we have some ads for the Wolfenstein Spear of Destiny. The player is there like no game I've ever played. The standard visual action is frighteningly realistic. And then for the Terminator 2 arcade game, now for the PC. Oh yeah, I think I've seen this arcade game. I had no idea that they made a PC port of it. Yeah, we're not gonna read the table of contents, really. And again, we're not gonna read every article. We're just gonna sort of skim through it to get some idea. Looks like Mortal Kombat was coming to PC as well. Ooh, Computer Wargaming World. We're gonna skip a lot of this, I have a feeling. Let's see. Intel 486DX, Pentium upgradable, 100% compatible with all IBM PC software. 4 megabytes of RAM. Sound Blaster Pro. Whoa. All for $2,500. By this point, PCs are starting to really be what we're used to in a way. And on the software side, we're probably still on Windows 3.1, I would suspect. But at least we have a keyboard, there's a computer tower, there's a screen, there's a mouse, and there's speakers. These things are very recognizable 30 years later. This is an ad for something. Oh, The Horde. I've never heard of this game before. Do gamers grow up? It is a serious question that reflects upon the potential for the expansion and survival of interactive entertainment. Oh. Oh lord. What did that do? Let me go back to the proper view. Menu. Read mode. When Sega offered a 16-bit game cartridge that outperformed existing 8-bit machines, the company began to overtake and has quickly overtaken Nintendo in the video game market. Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm. This browsing of subject matter also means magazines which care about the sensibility of their readership, of tougher and tougher calls about which hats to run in which fashion. Wizardry Trilogy 2. That's what, 5, 6, and 7? I guess. Anyone running 5, 6, 7 are available in one complete package at one complete price. I'm curious about the Wizardry games. I would definitely look into them when we get to them at some point. Whereas I know that chopper fighters were a big thing for PC gaming at some point, like, or even U-boat simulators. These I'm like, no. God bless you if this is your niche. Not for me. Okay. Let's see. NTN Networks with New World. Oh, New World Computing, the makers of Might and Magic and Heroes of Might and Magic, were bought by a company. Was this is a press release. This is a straight up press release. Intel banned Dooms from their network because too many people played that matches. That's funny. Blockbuster Video and Virgin have exchanged stock. Is this basically an ad for? Oh no, Rocket Science is a developer, isn't it? And you know, certain factors are like, like a man with game veterans. Those like to from a quick time team. Yeah, okay, so this is a new company, and they were just. These are actually press releases, just straight up press releases. Like, tell me if this does not read like a little block from a business newspaper. In a continuing trend among large companies buying or investing in entertainment concerns, Blockbuster Video has purchased near 20% in Virgin Interactive Entertainment in exchange for 30 million worth of Blockbuster stock. The nation's largest video store chain, Blockbuster, is interested in merging with content providers before being derailed by the digital highway where video games may be available on demand. This is the second recent investment announced involving Virgin, formerly known as Virgin Games, which has sold a 16.2% stake to toy titan Hasbro Inc. last year for $25 million. Jesus. These are Game of the Year awards. Doom, Prince of Persia 2, Privateer, Rebel Assault, Shadowcaster. They have the Tentacle, Gabriel Knight, Mist. I know the first three, and I love all three of them. Honestly, this would have been. I would have probably picked Day of the Tentacle, because Day of the Tentacle is really fun and really cool. Strategy game of the year. Two of them are chess games. Which I guess that they're cool, but come on. Across the Rhine. The FX of computer entertainment. Coming attraction computer games from the Winter Consumer Electronics Show. Ultima 8. Inherit the Earth. Oh yeah, I've seen that game before. The Earth game. Yeah, I definitely I saw the. I thought this was a point and click adventure. It's not. It's a CRPG where the player controls furries. Those humanoid animals that are so popular among the more esoteric comic convention crowd. Were furries around 30 years ago? I had no idea. Wow. Interplace 10-year anthology. Wasteland. That's a good game. Out of this word is famous, I don't think it's good. Same thing for Lord of the Rings PC game. There's very few screenshots of things, are there? Robots. None of these names say a lot to me. Ravenloft, Alchemy, CPU Bach. Oh, here are plans to release new King's Quest, Space Quest, and Galaxy Quest. Sam Max Hit the Road CD. Dig. Different Rights and Starfleet Academy. Alone in the Dark 2. Yeah, by 1994, I've at least heard of some of these games. Unlike 10 years prior. Command and Conquer. By the time I recording this, they actually just released all of the old Command and Conquer games on Steam, and I just bought all of them because it was like $10 for the global package. So it's just like, yeah, it's worth it. Theme Park was still to be released. SimCity 3000. Is this an ad? Oh, it's a review. Watching computer games at Cheers, a little like watching a time-lapse photography film of a flower blooming on the giant balloons being inflated by the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. It feels like only yesterday that games with spotty animation, minimal sound, no speech, and brainless storylines were hubristically calling themselves interactive movies to the amusement and derision of players everywhere. No longer. Today we have games like Gabriel Knight's Sins of the Father. Well, I mean, Tim Curry did not do a fantastic job on this particular one. $70 one time. An ad for Blake Stone, which is basically a Wolfenstein 3D in space. Oh, it continues. Okay. It's first Nick All-Star computer game. A lot of dialogue. Much long conversation that are really necessary just to hear all the different well-performed lines of dialogue. What else do you know about voodoo? Sure, radically vital genre computer games. Yeah, I guess it's fair. There wasn't a lot of horror. Her sweet streak having been sated by the adventures of Prince Pubescent in the land of cute. Wow. Writing at the time was rough. I feel like this part is sort of a spoiler for the game. I'm not loving the writing. I mean, the audience was what it was. It was mostly written towards male teenagers at this point. But sentences like the murders are depicted with no shortage of gore, one of several factors that may make Gabriel Knight a prime candidate to receive one of the intended for adults ratings that the software industry is currently hot to impose on its more explicit material. A grouchy chess player who keeps muttering "son of a bitch" to himself will probably be another. Like, sure. But a good example for the younger set at 8. Oh, you know what? It's interesting, right? Reviews were not score based, apparently. Oh, they are reviewing Doom. I wonder what they have to say about Doom. Because man, Doom holds up. There's a reason why John Romero fucking just released a new Doom episode, and people are still like, "Yeah, that's good shit." Cinegraphic experience. The software is working under Encore, while Eager Games have whispering one word: Doom. It's here, and it was worth the wait. Technical improvement, a new benchmark for the industry, easy to install and configure. Screen size, graphic details, sound, music, and control options are easy to adjust. I mean, yeah, if you're comparing these graphics to the Wolfenstein 3D graphics, it's, yeah. Doom's enemies are despicable. Oh yeah, man, the specters. Fuck them. You know what's different about this game is that the score was not front and center compared to Wolfenstein 3D either. Ammo, healing kits. Certain computer chips like wait. What's this? 'Cause I did not know about this. Certain computer chips segment the handy automatic mapping function, revealing that levels, complete floor plans, secret doors, and hidden rooms. Really? I had no idea that that was built into Doom. Multiplayer. Speeds of 9600 baud, BAUD, or faster? What the fuck is a baud? BAUD. The unit of transmission speed equal to the number of times a signal changes state per second. The bauds are just bits per second. Okay. Okay, I had no idea that the thing existed. No technical problems with Doom. Yes, it can be reached for further comment on American Online at Walker34 or CompuServe at 734-723-113. Missed. So Mist was the year before. Oh, this is one of those Star Trek point-and-click adventures, yeah. Once again, boldly returning to where no man had gone before, Interplay embraces the original series with its square cliches and characteristics. So this is the second point-and-click adventure game. It's funny, people complain Interplay released a patch to bypass them. Characters relationship. 8 adventure episodes featuring those characters. Oh, just remember it also has Uhura, Chekhov, and Scott. accompany Kirk in some missions. Sentinel, Kirk must plug the plug on a computer that has enslaved a race of primitives. No Man's Land is a charming story that recalls a Proto-Q character, Perlene. Kirk discovers a village whose occupants believe they are living in Germany during Earth's First World War. Oh. Really upgraded. Render with great deal of care, much like the original. Observe, take, or manipulate an object. Speak 21. "27 megabytes on hard disk, plus additional space during the installation process. Installing the program can take as long as 2 hours. Jesus. $60. And at this point, by 1994, there's just PC. There's really no other format out there. Police Quest 4. I've never played any of the Police Quests. Wow. Should get serious here. The game, to consider the game merely in terms of its entertainment value would be to miss its larger implications about our society and its struggle against the drug machine and violent crime in general. Do you consider marijuana as part of the drug machine? We probably do at this time, huh? There's very serious tone to this article. When the player's partner, Hal Bottoms, complains bitterly that he's a diabetic on his third wife who has seen things no man is supposed to, the ability of truth to destroy people's lives is vivid, almost disarming, and terrifying. Investigator of the death of Detective Bob Hickman. We must follow a watered down version of police procedure to solve the murder, collection of evidence, questioning of witnesses. The game reveals one of its weaknesses, the limits of its genre. The player unsure of what to do next must move the mouse all over the screen and repeatedly, desperately click and point, and is a noticeable flaw in a game designed to be so seamlessly authentic. It's a very linear game, but it's understandable, yeah. A game that comes on 12 high-density discs. Again, like, just, okay. I complain about the writing of the Gabriel Knight, which seemed a little, like, childish. This writer really was going for it. When he questions her about Hickman's drug abuse and her husband increasing inability to separate his work from his personal life, Carney is doing the same thing Hickman did. He's failing to step away from the job long enough to simply be, to feel, and to treat another human, in this case the stunned, grieving widow of a longtime friend, with simple, unobtrusive compassion. I guess this guy felt things while playing this game. The reality in the game's presentation of a confrontation between Carney and a television journalist, each of whom would argue that he was merely trying to do his best to fulfill his duty to society, is complex and fairly drips with the frustration inherent in the relationship between the police, dedicated to preserving justice through action and investigation, and the journalist, dedicated to the same end through disclosure and debate. Talking about class warfare? Jesus. I mean, honestly, this review made me really want to play Police Quest 4 now. Kasparov's Gambit. I don't know how so many chess games were able to be published on computers. Like, I guess I get it because these days, if you want to play chess, you just fucking play chess with other people online. And at the time, you couldn't, so you just wanted to play chess. But Cerberus. This doesn't sound interesting to me. Cerberus, futuristic race simulator. What is the actual? Okay. Oh no, I see this cockpit view, and I'm just like, I'm good. We're gonna move on from this one. The ITY 2000. I wonder if this is a Rome London and solve puzzles kind of thing, because that sounds interesting. He's General Min, the deranged power mad sicko running a maximum security factory of doom. She's a chopper pilot turned survivalist named Kat, and she's trying to get the hell out. You're her only hope of making it. This is a game, and I guess that yeah, in the sense that it would do them back in the day too, where you're just in the control room and you guide people. Early VR stuff. I got been used people. It's gonna take at least 20 to 25 years for people to start caring about it, and even then, it's still not gonna be a slam dunk. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Covering like half of your ad, I guess. Oh, hey, they're offering Star Trek Judgment rights for only 33? Damn. I thought it retailed for 60. Yeah, it retails for 60. That's a good deal. Sidbury, Massachusetts. Also in Japanese, interestingly enough. I wonder what this says. Toll-free order line. Computer Express. The Phoenix Rises. Oh, this is Archon, which I only heard of recently. Um, it's kind of like fancy fantasy chess, like chess. Its spiritual grandfather. He's going to battle, and the arcade sequence determines the victor. Oh, that's funny. The game was well executed and well loved, and now it is back from its 8-bit graveyard. We've rescued you from the Grampire age. Elder Scrolls Arena. This lady doesn't need armor to protect her. Metal and laced battle of Robo Babes. In the early 21st century, stage fighting has become a lucrative profession for female hardbodies with dozens of legal arenas in the city. But for the leanest, meanest warriors, the real money comes from the illegal bouts held outside the city. It's the hottest day of the summer and you're baking inside the dilapidated warehouse. You and your opponent wear the latest in mecha armor, the best fighting armor in the world. It's dream babes in heavy armor battling for prize money. There's babes, there's fighting, and there's money. What else would you want? Company report. Because this is a new gaming company called Villa Crespo. Let me see what happened to Villa Crespo. At the middle class neighborhood. Crespo Software. Give me 2 games. No, they made a few more. They were credited on 25 games. Yeah, it sounds like there was if you just Google Villa Crespo, what did I Google? Villa Crespo Company and look at the Moby Games page, there's sort of the whole story, but eventually they closed down. What is this? This is a companion of Zant. Is adapted from the book Demon's Don't Dream, which is included in the game package. That's nice. Too mundane, i.e., non magical teenagers are drawn to the word of Zant. Dug themselves the rest of the problems, explore the wonders from Xanth, but funds. They're explaining verb stuff, which is fine. Poor interface issues. Yeah, it's like it's a point and click adventure. Uneven at best, in some cases, download poor. Sounds like this is not a great game. Let's see. Oh, Legend Entertainment. Okay. What else did they make? Legend Entertainment. Um, oh, they did. I knew them because of Unreal 2 more than these early games. Yeah. They also did the Wheel of Time, first person shooter game. Which, as somebody who literally today finished reading the full Wheel of Time book series, I'm interested in checking out at some point. Heirs to the Throne. Could be in German design group. Medieval strategy game. Bunch of customizing options. The game map is randomly generated. Move troops. Yeah, okay, it's this kind of wargaming game. Adventure game. Coaster. Simplistic cat program to design and direct your own roller coaster. Roadside assistance for Sam Max. Oh, that's funny. Love Sam Max. This is a walkthrough for Sam Max, at least the intro part of Sam Max. But it's a little, it's not, to me, it doesn't sound that helpful because it's very broad in its descriptions and it's very hard to follow. Somebody wanted to write a piece more than he wanted to actually write something helpful to gamers. Yeah, it's kind of like giving people slight hints, but Star Wars chess and T2 chess wars. Like, okay, sure. Star Wars chess. Luke is the king, Leia is the queen. R2 is the pawn is mean. Chewbacca is the knight, Yoda is the rook, I guess. Vader is the queen. And then T2, I don't know. I've never seen Terminator, so I don't know how to. I love the dead. Syndicate, American Revolt. So this is assumed as an expansion for Syndicate. On single player missions, coerce the American territories back into the Union by whatever means necessary. I've never played Syndicate. I don't even. I know it's from Bullfrog. I just don't know how it plays. Like, I couldn't even tell you. Rally, whatever. Oh, this is cute. This is the first like D&D tool assisted program that people could get. Kronolog, the Nazi paradox. A lot of the Nazis had won World War II. Auf Wiedersehen, Schmuck, being the PG version of Bruce Willis's unprintable signature line in Die Hard. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. This particular writer was not a fan of the ecology theme in this game. What atrocities did they perpetrate? What crimes against humanity? I'll tell you, but you better sit down first. This is serious stuff. The Nazis. Let me take a deep breath. Okay, the Nazis fail to recycle. Kronolog paints ecocide as the worst evil imaginable and asks you to save the world in much the way an aged flower child might stop you in a street corner and exhort you to save the whales, the spotted owl, the coral reef, the ozone layer, and some other victim du jour. Yeah, definitely not a big fan of the planet. Yeah, this is a boring point and click adventure at the end of the day. Crystal Crazy revamps a classic mech edition. Oh, this is a sequel to Crystal Quest. I played Crystal Quest on my Game Boy of all things. I would be interested in checking this out, maybe. Star Trek The Next Generation's Patrick Stewart in Lands of Lore, The Throne of Chaos. Um, Terminator Rampage by Bethesda. Special Force Commandos sent back in time to destroy the Met node. An evil artificial intelligence. It does at least seem like they do give you a map down here. It's a first person clone. It's a Wolfenstein 3D clone. It's a decent attempt for an innovative product, but you might say that the effort to catch up to and cash in on ID Software's success was doomed from the beginning. Jurassic Park game from Ocean. A natural selection by Maxis. Yeah, not interesting. An Origin interactive movie. Bioforge. Actual screens may vary. Oh, air combat, snooze. Oh yeah, this is an Air of the Earth. I'd seen this image on Good Old Games before. But I did not realize it was more of a CRPG than a. I thought it was more a point and click adventure. Mm-mm-mm. Players are kind of mean. Them thanking people for covering the 3D, and they're like, I appreciate your sentiment, but it wasn't the majority viewpoint. Oh, and I guess down follows the people. Jesus. There's always a backlash among computer users when our console coverage sneaks into their publications. Where's the Betty Ford claim for computer game addicts? Sorry, Bill. We're not hiring at CGW right now. Kids and computer review. Okay, this is just for kids software. We're gonna skip all of those for obvious reasons. Computer Express. More kids and computer. Parenting. Young parents and weed parents are always looking for good reference books about parenting. This interactive reference provides 6 different popular publications in one location, produced by a husband and wife pediatrician and pediatric nurse team who, with their 4 children, have survived the parenting process. Exciting. Wait, this is Howie Mandel 30 years ago? That's what he looked like? Gee. Shareware. Um, Darkest night is still ahead. Gabriel Knight. Voodoo doll for Windows. Ah, funny. It's a bridge game. Okay, and this is all about wargaming. Which again, like, if that's your jam, God bless. But we're gonna skip most of that. I just can't. with modern wargaming, never mind old wargaming. Ravenloft, Strat's Possession. Especially when it looks like this. It's away. Campaign. Game covering the major wars since 1945. Korea, 6 Days War, Yom Kippur, Vietnam, Iran, Iraq, and Kuwait. Ooh. I not realized how many computer wargaming games there were that were popular back then. I guess artificial intelligence early on was all about that, right? Being able to simulate an adversary in games that were this complicated that you just couldn't fake. Kingdoms of Germany. Do you want to watch her come alive in your computer? Girlfriend Terry showing you. Also available at Girlfriend Lisa, now only $59.95. I do. It's funny. Even back in the day, wargaming enthusiasts must have been hard to withstand because they were just like, and all the wargaming stuff we're gonna put at the end of our publication. Nothing particularly interesting. Coming soon. Demon's Gate. This sounds like a D&D game. It's a Wonderful Life CD-ROM. The full uncut film, the trailer, the entire shooting script, stills reviews. Huh. Huh. Fascinating. Quest for Glory. Computer Gaming World Hall of Fame. Bart's-Tale, Chess Master, Civilization, Dungeon Master. Earl Weaver Baseball, Empire. F-19 Stealth Fighter, Gettysburg, The Turning Point. I heard of this one. That's how popular it must have been. King's Quest V, Might and Magic Mule, Pirates, Railroad Tycoon, SimCity, Ultimate 3, 4, 6, Wasteland, Wizardry, Zork. Oh, let me actually rotate this page. Oh, well, if I rotate it, is it gonna... You have the Tentacle, Monkey Island 2, Indiana Jones, classic games still there. Ultima Underworld, Trillet Condor, X-Wing. I guess Dune 2 must have just come out, right? I think Warcraft is coming out in 1994. So Dune 2 was the only RTS game existing, period. Wing Commander 2, Wolfenstein 3D. Oh, and then we need to rotate it back, of course. Uh, view, rotate view the other way. See your own product. Star Wars, Rebel Assault, The Seven Guest. I'm surprised Myst is not on the list. What you've been playing lately? Results for January, for the 114, which was in January. Master of Orion, Doom, Privateer, X-Wing, Civilization. So this is just lame. Though I guess they asked for computer gaming Carol, so it's not their fault that it's lame, except that they asked for it. Patch files. Oh, this okay, yeah, I guess before the internet, how would you know that people had patches for things? Wow. I had never realized that people would just have to post that patches were available. And then you would get them through BBS, which I guess is just basically an early peer-to-peer connection. I just know of it because of that Zectronic Games. That was all about BBS. Fascinating. Portrait of the Journalist as a Dirty Old Man by Liam Thomas O'Reilly. Um, Rumors about the Saturn and the PSX, I guess. How accurate are these? So I've pulled out the specs of the actual PlayStation. R3008 32-bit RISC chip. Yep. Running at 33 megahertz. Yep. 5 megs of RAM. Is that true? Nope. Nope, that is not true. Well, I guess maybe if you had all types of memory, but there's a lot of GPU RAM, SPU RAM, flash RAM. Yeah, there's humor in this as well, which I don't necessarily love when people just do funny things instead of just giving you the information. But they kind of had to write a whole page on the rumors about the Saturn and the PlayStation specs, and I guess that's what they had to do. And that's the end. I think that a couple of fascinating things besides spotting things here or there that you're just like, oh, Howie Mandel 30 years ago. This is fascinating. I'm interested in learning that you were just not scoring games at a time. Which, by the time I got into gaming magazines in the Nintendo 64, scores on games were definitely a thing. So I wonder if this was just a PC games are so different that we can't score them, or because PC games are that different, we just can't score them. To me, the most interesting games that they listed were definitely the early ones. Like, I will definitely check out. Sorry, it's a little late and I'm getting a little tired. But I am definitely interested in checking out Police Quest 4 just based on what this review was saying. And the Star Trek adventure game is just, it's an adventure game, so I'm interested in it because of it. Doom is a classic, and Gabriel Knight already played through. Go check out the full playthrough that's posted on youtube.com/games with Nick, the original channel. Yeah, no, it's interesting. It's a different type of magazine for sure. Um, and also, again, I find it funny that the sorry, I keep scrolling back and forth, trying to think about what I want to say, but that the wargaming section was really put in its own corner. But yeah, so that was Computer Gaming World number 116 from March 1994. Um, did you have this magazine? Probably not. But if you did, what did you think of it? If not, go ahead and read it yourself. I will post where I found this issue, which is just they actually have a great archiving website for Computer Gaming World, so you can just go there and download everything. And they're literally like, we want you to read these things. So I'll post the links to that in the description. Check it out yourself. Let me know what popped to your attention, whether in the ads or the reviews or the various sections that they had. Post in the comments below. Um, and yeah, thank you for watching this first video in the required reading series. We'll be back in the future with some other magazines. I'm gonna try to keep these mostly PC focused. The first issue of PC Gamer came out a couple months after this, I think in May, June. So we're definitely gonna check that out. Though the early issues of PC Gamers were kind of hard to track down. Um, I might look at some. I think Edge UK has a mix of computer and um, console gaming, so we might check that out as well in the future. But in the meantime, this is Nick. Thanking you for taking time to watch this video and signing off saying, let's keep retro gaming together.